Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
Not bad, huh?
I didn't
See, now you understand me.
I didn't get it till like the second time around.
Yeah.
That's our show.
Right, that is.
By the way, people, if you don't know, we're working on a live show now.
Yes.
It's going to be on our YouTube channel called Behind the Studs on the Road.
Yes. Looking forward to this.
So if you hadn't seen what we just did, which some may see or not, but the wah-wah.
That's going to be
so Colin did
horn.
The horn. And I'm like, huh?
It always reminds me of a horn.
I'm like, yeah. Well, it does.
Yeah. Now
That's
you're going to think about
awesome.
it every time you hear it.
Yeah.
And then we'll have like a chicken run across or something.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
So you know what? Even before we start the show, I'm going to plug him right now. Ross for Sawyer Sheds up in Plainfield.
Yes.
Because a couple people now are thinking about buying sheds and getting them out there.
Yep.
So just for the best bang for the buck, because my son-in-law is like, I went to my brick and mortar store and they got one for $1,800, and I'm like, it's a piece of crap.
Yep.
Don't even bother.
I've put them together before, haven't
They're
you?
crap. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're horrible.
Yeah, it's another act of terrorism.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Terrible.
is.
They're the worst.
Oh, it's awful. It's
Yeah.
awful. Yeah.
But they're saying that they got the ones that they'll deliver. You just have to put it on a slab.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, spend an extra $600, $700 and get something that's built sturdy. It ain't going anywhere.
Yep.
You'll see that on our show because that's our first one with Ross from Sawyer Sheds. And
He was our very first person we had on the show.
Yeah.
So
and it's built so good, so right, so true.
Oh, yeah, that shed's going to last you years.
Yeah.
If not 20,
Yeah.
30, 40 years.
Yeah.
The roof alone
Solid.
lasts 100 years. So,
Yeah. Solid.
It's solid.
I definitely, if I was ever going to get a shed, it would be from him.
Absolutely.
Regardless whether we're pushing him or not, it's really good quality stuff. Everything.
My father-in-law's been looking for a shed, so I got to hook
You send them to him?
Yeah, I'm going to hook two of them up, and they'll be fine.
Absolutely.
So, and my father-in-law couldn't find what he wanted, at a lot of these shed places. He wanted, an extra door here or something like that.
Do that.
And then by the time they get done, they're like, oh, that's another $5,000 for those little extras. And, next thing you know, you're priced way out of whack.
Yeah.
So, and Sawyer Sheds will build it the way you want it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Not charge you any extra for it.
No. That's
We like Ross. Go Ross.
We love Ross. And the funny thing about it, I told you, I saw that chicken coop.
Yep.
Going down the highway, painted.
Yeah.
Dude, if you need a chicken coop, you got to go to Sawyer Shed. These chickens are going to lay eggs just to lay eggs.
Right.
Oh, my God, they're in heaven at the condominium. Beautiful.
Really nice.
Yeah,
really
good
nice
stuff. Anywho.
So,
everyone who's home doing stuff, dude, the paint stores are running out of paint.
Yep.
Everybody's going out there and
Everybody's painting.
Everyone's home painting, trying to keep themselves busy. So the paint business has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Weekends, lawn and garden.
Yep.
Crazy, right?
Yep. Very crazy.
Which we just talked about before the show. We're going to be getting probably one of our lawn guys back on in case you need any more tips before it gets warm, getting rid of crabgrass and what you need to do and this, that, the other thing. Because I do not have the green thumb for the lawn. Do you?
I do not. I tried for about 11 plus years to get grass, and I could not get grass to grow. And then called in Kevin, who we've had on the show before.
Yeah.
And now you should see my lawn. It looks beautiful.
Did he do something with it?
Yeah. Well, he's got that degree in turf management, so he knows exactly. He did the soil test, knew exactly what it needed. I mean, it took a couple of years, and I kind of by year 2 or 3, I was kind of getting a little annoyed. And he's like, just be patient. He's like, it's coming. And sure enough, it did. I mean, it looks great. He fertilizes it. He does the aerator every season too, and then overseeds it in the fall.
See, I do none of that. I have the best, thickest crabgrass around.
I do still have some crabgrass in my lawn. I haven't gotten rid of all of it.
It feels good on your feet in the summer.
Once it turns green. Otherwise, it's brown.
Oh, other than that, oh my God, it
it's
looks
horrible.
Looks like North Korea. I know. It's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, man. The other thing I got to tell you, it's my little savage amusement.
Mm-hmm.
So the last couple of years, I've been getting into birds because of where I live, and now people are saying, "Oh my God, the birds are out there because of there's no activity. They're just coming in, and some are still migrating. Mm-hmm. Well, this is what I got going on.
You don't have any more peacocks, do you?
No.
Okay, good.
I got something worse.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And I figured it out.
Yeah.
So this spring, all of a sudden I'm hearing on my gutter. Brrrt. Oh. Brrrt. And it's like, it's a big red-headed peacock. And as soon as
Woodpecker.
Woodpecker.
Yeah.
What did I say, peacock?
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that to me.
You're welcome.
It's not a peacock.
It is not. No.
It's a woodpecker. Freaking wicked woodpecker. Anyway, so every time I try to come around the corner of the house, it sees me and pew, it takes off.
Yep.
So I have to go into the other room and pound on the wall when I'm in the house. And he does it. He does it like every morning between like 7:15, 7 o'clock. So this morning I got up, grabbed my coffee, I went outside, and just with my coffee, I'm watching all the birds fight. Because that's what they do in the morning. They're fighting and trying to have sex, and they're jousting each other. It's funny as hell.
Man.
And I hear way out into the woods.
Uh-huh.
Brrr, brrr. I go, oh, he's coming this way. He's coming this way. Brrr, brrr. And he's like, hits all these certain spots. And I'm waiting. He doesn't come.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. As soon as I get in the house, brrr, he's on my freaking gutter. Brrr. Right?
Nice.
So, of course, I go out, and he's like, boo, he's gone, right? I go back in the house, brrr, he's back on my gutter. So I'm explaining. I go, he is not trying to get bugs. He's trying to attract the mate.
Okay.
Because there's like 4 of them, 4 males, and they're all looking for hollow trees to make noise.
Okay.
And my gutter is making noise. So I'm sure anybody, one of our guests out there and knows about woodpeckers, I'm sure they can add, and we'll talk about it on the show. Mm-hmm. But they've got a certain trait, and it's the big one. It's the big.
Oh yeah, the big ones. Yeah.
And he just comes
Woody
back.
Woodpecker.
He comes back every freaking morning just to terrorize me. And then he's got it down because he'll go. He has a route.
Okay.
And then he'll come back again in the morning, and then whatever he does, I don't know where he goes, but I don't know how long this is going to last.
Oh jeez.
Because I keep going up on the ladder. I had coil nails.
Yep.
So I put him laying down, standing up. So if he's like, I thought he was trying to get into the gutter and maybe trying to get into the wood. Mm-hmm. So he won't put his feet on it. He won't go there. It's got nothing to do with it.
Wow.
He sits on top of the roof and leans over and hits the top of the gutter rim because it makes the noise.
Wow.
It's doing it to make the noise.
Is he making a mess of it though? Is it
No.
all dented or anything right now? No. Wow. Okay.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Huh.
It's nuts. It's crazy.
Not a fan of woodpeckers.
No. So, again, people who listen about woodpeckers, to get rid of them off your house, which is very, 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 very successful. Mm-hmm. If you have them and they're hitting your cedar side, your corners of your house and getting in there and making holes, go out and buy your suet and a stand.
Yep. Like a shepherd's hook.
Right, shepherd's hook.
Yep.
Put it 10 feet from the house where they're pecking.
Yep.
A few days later, go out another 5 feet, 15 feet, before 20. Every few feet, every week, go out a few more feet. So when you're about 25, 30 feet from the house, the woodpecker will be going for the suet and not going to your house.
Absolutely.
And it works.
It does. We did it at my house.
Right?
Yep. Works. So the only thing I do tell people is, stay on top of that suet for the first few weeks.
Yeah.
Because if it runs out, they're going right back to your house.
Exactly.
So you got to keep it full, keep it going, and it's a really easy thing to do.
My buddy Don, I think I talked about this before. His house was like the Alamo. He had so many holes in his house.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was built in the 70s.
Yeah.
And it had like that homosote insulation on the inside. Yeah. So once they get in, they're in the house. Yeah. They're in, and they make a nice nest in between the studs, right?
Yep.
And they're in the walls.
Right.
Well,
and you got to watch out for carpenter bees too, because they'll start making holes, and then the woodpeckers follow behind them, and they start pecking into those holes to get all the insects that are in there.
Right.
So,
which is it? Yeah. So anyhow, you get rid of all of it. He had one hole, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared. They were gone. They were eating the suet. One day I'm over at the house doing something, and he comes around the corner with that stand, the metal.
Yep.
It is completely bent, bowed all the way to the bottom. He goes, "What do you think did this?" Black bear.
Big bear, yes.
Big freaking bear. Bent that like a Twizzler.
Right. He didn't want to stand up to eat it. He
No.
wanted to bring it down to his
Bring it
level.
down to my.
Just tear it right down.
That's
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen one around here?
No. 7 years ago, on July 2nd, I was going to head to New Hampshire, and I was going into my backyard, and on the other side of my fence, I thought was a deer. And by the time I got in my car and drove down the street and went 3 blocks, I got a text message from my buddy saying, "Dude, you had a bear in your backyard."
Wow.
It was the bear on the other side.
Oh, wow.
As a matter of fact, my neighbor almost hit it. He was coming out of his driveway.
Jeez.
And he went across the street. He was tagged, knocked down some birdhouses, ate the food out of that. Unfortunately, for the bear, they had to euthanize it because it had been back so many times. And bears, once they're going for food, they get very, very, very territorial, and they get very, very aggressive.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I've never seen one in the wild.
no, a
I
black
think
bear?
I think I have a heart attack.
There are more black bear attacks than grizzly bear attacks. Black bears are more aggressive than a grizzly, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's most of the attack. And for people, if you don't know this, a black bear, well, I know a grizzly bear, can run 100 yards in 3.5 seconds.
No.
Yes.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3, and they're on you.
Yeah.
You cannot outrun it. Yes,
No.
you can. Because they got 4 legs,
Yeah.
and they run up to 40, 45 miles an hour.
Wow.
So 3.5, 4.5 seconds, they're on you.
Wow.
And a park ranger told me that when I was out in Yellowstone. You don't
No,
stand
cool.
a chance.
Yeah.
You don't stand a chance.
Huh.
So,
Well, I hope I don't see one.
yeah. So I'm working on my birdhouses.
Yeah.
staying
All
them.
right. What kind of birdhouses are we going for? Like what kind of birds?
Well, I wanted the bluebirds.
Yep.
And the bluebirds
I
are
have one of
they're-
those. Yep.
They're beautiful.
Gorgeous.
But I guess the wrens come in,
Yep.
and they push them around.
The little ones.
Those
yeah.
little bastards.
Those little brown bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
They're
it
little
happens.
bastards.
And we had one year we made a mistake and we had 2 birdhouses close to each other, and one was the wrens and one was the bluebird.
They're fighting.
And they fought the whole summer.
Yeah.
You know, so we had to take it down and move it way out back. And, you know, now it's always a battle. Every year around this time, bluebirds or wrens, the 2 of them battle, and then only one of them gets the house. So,
Well, my house has got like 4 tenements in it.
Oh,
It's got
boy.
4 rooms in it. And Fat Tony came back. Fat Tony's
Fat
one of
Tony?
the wrens. Yeah, Fat Tony. Have you
all
told you about Fat Tony?
You have not told me about
Oh, my God, Fat
but-
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's out the front, and he's like calling for, hey, babe. And he, he gets a babe. And he just sits out there in the front, and he's just fat. And I call him Fat Tony. And he'll go, Maria. I'll bring her out, and she'll look out, and she'll sit on a stick. And they're like, this is my girl. Get inside. And she'll go inside.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Now,
Then
does
he
she have
has-
like a woman in each of the 4 rooms, or
I don't know, but
No.
then he gets bragging rights, and he has sex on the top of the birdhouse in front of me. And he's like, hey,
yeah, you take this.
look at this,
Yeah.
hey. Well, this year Fat Tony went to the one in the backyard,
Okay.
but he ran into the bluebirds in the front yard.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing right now.
Yep.
They're dive bombing each other and
Yep.
fighting
Yep.
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
they do.
But it's pretty amazing in the morning. Like, it's funny, you hear birds, some are chirping, this, that, the other thing. I guess when the spring ends and the summer comes around and leaves are out, a lot more fighting going along.
Yeah.
It's not like the bird noises are like, if you really listen to it, they go, wow, they're really fighting.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Damn Fat Tony.
That's right. Yeah, Fat Tony.
Why don't you send Fat Tony after the woodpecker?
I don't think he stands a chance.
No.
No.
All right.
No, I don't think he'll Joe Pesci him. No, that woodpecker's big.
Yeah.
They're freaking big.
Yeah, we still get them on the suet, the really big ones. We get the smaller ones too, but we get every once in a while one of those real big ones will come around and hit the suet.
Well, this year we got 4 of them,
Wow.
and they're all fighting for the female,
Yep.
and they're all over the place. So it's pretty loud in the morning. It's like it's jungle music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't have the patience for woodpeckers.
We used to have like 2 families of hawks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had 2 pairs. I'm sorry, we had, and they were flying around. Then all of a sudden we had the other ones took off, and then we had the pair come up, and they had a baby, and they were teaching it all the trick because the baby was whining and jib,
Yeah.
showing it how to fly, trying to show it how to hunt, but it was always too loud, so they couldn't catch any food.
Yeah.
They had to shut the bird up, I guess. I don't know what they did. Oh, my God. It was ridiculous. You got to shut them up. You guys ain't going to eat.
Right.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was something. So.
Yeah, it's always amazing how the babies stay so quiet in the nest when the parents are out.
Once they
getting
get
stuff.
out.
Yep.
Yeah. Ma, 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 ma. Unbelievable.
1 year I actually did get to see the babies take first flight at the Bluebirds. It was so cool. It was
Really?
so cool. Yeah, I just happened to be up early, like you, outside with my cup of coffee. And then I was watching the birds, and I was watching how they were flying far away, chirping, and then flying back in and putting their head in, and then flying back out, getting them to stand up and start to take flight. And it was just amazing. You know, those little wings, they just started to take off, and they, like, go right down to the ground, some of them. Yeah. We had a shed out back. One of them flew right into the shed.
Oh, man.
It was fine. It flew away after that. So,
yeah.
But then they're around for a while, which is really cool.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story about the hawk and the robin? So I'm coming out of my house. This was like weird. And I come out of my house. I'm coming out the driveway, and I look to the left, and my neighbor at the time had a basketball hoop, and there was a robin on, I guess, sitting on the hoop. Well, the hawk came over, grabbed it, and dropped it had it, and was on the pavement with it. And the robin, I'd never heard it before, but the robin screamed, made this death scream that I've never heard a bird make before. And the freaking hawk let it go.
Wow.
And then the freaking forest erupted.
Really?
Birds from everywhere.
Huh.
It was like Alfred Hitchcock, the birds.
Right.
It just went rah, 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 rah. The alarm went out.
Yeah.
The hawk flew back up onto the freaking on the hoop.
Yeah.
And was like, I gotta beat feet.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that hawk took off, and all of a sudden, he got up about tree line and was going, and they were after him.
Wow.
They were all chasing him.
Wow.
All sorts of birds.
Yeah.
Going after him.
Wow.
I saw a crow with a wren once. That was
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah.
That was weird because I guess, birds kill each other.
Sure,
right?
yeah. I saw a bluebird kill a bird once.
Bluebird.
Bluebird. No, sorry, bluebird.
Blue jay.
Blue jay.
Blue jays.
They're
are notorious.
nasty.
Yeah.
That thing flew down, hit the ground. All you saw was a puff of feathers, and he was gone. And there was nothing left of that bird.
That's
Just
crazy.
Like, boom. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never realized birds ate birds until I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fight over a lot. They fight, the eggs and everything else.
Yeah.
I love cardinals.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're around.
Yeah, they are around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the yellow finches, too. I like those yellow birds.
Yeah. They'll be back.
Yeah.
We had quite a few of them this past year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I suggest to people is go with the suet, not the bird seed itself.
Yeah.
Because
We do both, but yeah.
Because bird seed just attracts mice.
It does. And we have chipmunks and stuff
Yeah.
that eat it and
Yeah.
stuff. But actually, we get a lot of those, the doves, too, the mourning doves.
Yeah.
They like to sit down below and eat the food off of the ground. They don't like to sit up in the bird feeder.
Right.
So they sit down there and they catch all the food.
Yeah.
So.
People out there who are working on their lawns or whatever, and if they have stone walls, and you come across a black snake or a garter snake, do not kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not kill it. Let it go. Let it do what it's got to do because, believe it or not, they're doing your lawn and your house a lot of good.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting rid of all your pesky mice that may be carrying ticks.
Mm-hmm.
They keep the mice population down. They'll keep the chipmunk population down because we know we had a problem with chipmunks the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Where they infested and just wiped out a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Wiped out a lot
they
of
were
stuff.
Brutal 2
Yeah.
years ago for us.
Yep.
It was really bad.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about
Yep.
that. I remember one year the squirrels were real bad. There were dead squirrels everywhere on the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so funny. They bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Those animals just bloom it from time to time.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's a great time of year. Now that we're home, everybody's home and they can be out in their yard and stuff.
Well, now that it's starting to warm up around here too. I mean, obviously it's nicer in different parts of the U.S., but around here it's been a horrible
spring.
Horrible spring.
Freaking cold, dude.
Very cold, rainy, windy.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Yep.
Yep. But it looks like we're supposed to have a nice weekend this weekend. So.
I got to tell you a funny story that just happened over the weekend. So I have a propane tank on the back of my house, and people out there who's listening, I would check it. It's a good thing to just check this because you're double checking somebody's work, and I knew. So I got a bill from the propane company. They came in, they filled up the propane tank. I won't mention any names of the company because it was a mistake. You know, it happens.
Okay.
Because they're a pretty good company anyway. But anyway, and then all of a sudden, about 2 weeks later, I got another bill from the propane company. They came back and filled up again.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not good. Totally forgot about it. So this weekend, I went out to the side of the house, and I went to look at the propane tank. I opened it up. It was at 100%.
Okay.
Your propane tank, when it's filled, should be between 70 and 80% tops. You need the other 20% for expansion. Because when it hits the sun, it will expand.
Yep.
The gas expands. If it doesn't have anywhere to expand, the release valve will blow off.
Yep.
Blow the cover off or blow up. I mean, no, the tank will not blow up. It'll blow out.
Yep.
Makes a hell of a noise, can do damage, can break a window.
Scare the hell out of you.
Scare the hell out of you. Not a good scenario. So I called the propane company. And I said, hi, can I talk to somebody in deliveries, please? And they were like, how can I help you? I says, well, I'll tell you. And I told her, I says, I'm at 100%. And the phone went dead quiet. And she goes, oh, dear. I said, oh, yeah. I think we should get out there before the sun hits this thing and we have a problem.
Yeah.
She goes right away. Let me tell you something. They got out there. I was working, and a guy called me. He was the nicest thing. Hey, we noticed that your tank is over 2 years old and it's rusty. We're going to give you a new tank. How's that?
Nice.
And, of course, he glanced over and says, yes, the tank was overfilled, but we're going to take that out for you. We're going to clean things up for you, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And the tank guy that usually gets the tanks, he was like 2 weeks out. He goes, I'll take care of it myself. I'll come back. They were like, whew.
Yeah, thank God it didn't blow or nothing.
Lawsuit and all that
man.
stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
basically what happens, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have a propane tank and you're outside, usually the propane guy, when he comes out and he opens up the lid, he looks at the tank. He's supposed to look at it, look at the gauge, and when he fills up, whatever he fills up, he should look at it again, and they check for if there's any, there's no leaks, there's nothing going on, everything is fine, and then they're off on their merry way. So double checking your propane tank before the summer goes, I guess that's a common thing, and it just happens. Guys are busy and they're working and they don't check it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they overfill the tanks.
Huh.
Happened to my buddy.
I got to check mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy did it, and his blew.
Wow.
Cover went up, hit the soffit, broke some vinyl,
Ugh.
blew the window wide open, knocked
Oof.
his wife on her ass.
No.
She went flying.
Oof.
And she actually had some post-traumatic stress from it.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
Scared. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very, very scary. Very, very scary. But they're made to, if they do expand and they're going to pop, they go up. The
Yeah.
covers go up.
Yeah.
It doesn't go out. No shrapnel. No nothing like that.
Right.
It's made that way. It's designed that way.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to check my propane tank this weekend.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to?
So I bought a new tractor.
Oh, my God. What'd you do with the old one?
I gave it to one of my guys. It needs some engine work, so.
Oh. So.
And that's out of my league.
Oh. This is the sit-down tractor you have?
Are we going to do this again?
Absolutely. So you sit down.
So I walked the entire property first, and with the push mower.
Sticks and,
With the push mower
okay.
going all the way around the perimeter.
Yeah.
And then I sit down on my comfy riding lawnmower, which is really nice. And then I go and I put the backpack on and I blow all of the clippings throughout my entire yard.
Okay.
It's a couple hours worth
Yeah.
of work. Yeah.
So tell me, I'm sure you have a coffee holder, right, in your thing?
Well, they always come with a holder, but I put water in mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So I got the Husqvarna.
Well, that's a good one.
It's amazing.
It's freaking great.
It's amazing. I've only used it twice, and I can't wait to get back on it. I mean, it's so great.
Yeah.
I mean, it just handles so nicely. It's got such great horsepower to it. It's the one's got the twin hydrostatic engines.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is just really cool.
It's nice.
It's got cruise control, and which I don't use, but just I don't know, all these little bells and whistles.
Cruise control.
You get cruise control.
Got a radio on it too?
No, they haven't
Thank
figured that
God.
out yet.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
It's got to be coming. It's got to be.
Yeah.
So I definitely highly recommend that mower, and I did get it through Lowe's, but I made sure it wasn't a Lowe's exclusive, because a lot of the tractors that are sold at Lowe's or Home Depot, as you know, are exclusive to them only. You can't buy them anywhere else. So I like the idea that it's not just available at Lowe's. There's places that also sell it that
Oh, good.
it gets some quality to the machine. So
I bought my boiler from Home Depot.
That's right. I remember that. Yep.
And it was freaking fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, I'm very, very, very happy with it. You know, and
like
course,
like you and I have said. I mean, we don't say that everything that's at the box stores is junk or
No.
by any means at all. But there's some things that you do buy there that you just have to be aware of.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
this happened last week. So because of the coronavirus, they ask you at Home Depot. I don't know about Lowe's, but Home Depot asks you, because I needed a big order. I needed to buy some fencing, to call it in.
Yep.
Call it in first, and then call when you get there, and you pick up your order. So I got there. I called it in. I waited 20 minutes before someone picked up the phone. This wasn't on a weekend. This was a weekday.
Okay.
So they finally picked up the phone and said, "Oh, okay, just drive over to the blue tent. You have your order number, because when you order online, they give you an order number. You have to have that in your photo ID so they can check that, and it's you, and you can pick up your stuff, because you've already paid for it.
Yep.
You just have to pick it up."
Yep.
So I pull up, the nicest guy. I can't say enough about the guy that worked for Home Depot. He was just stellar. Great kid. And he's got his iPad, and he looks me up and goes, "Yep, it's got it right over there." I said, "Where do you want me to pick up the fence?" He goes, "Yeah, just go down by the contractor's gate and pick it up."
Yep.
So I pull in there, and I get there, and I'm waiting, and I'm a patient guy, and I'm like, "Poor man, this guy is just they must be so busy inside pulling stock. I'll get it myself," because it was outside.
Okay.
So I started loading my trailer, and all of a sudden the kid comes out. He's rolling it out. I'm looking at him. It's the same guy who gave me my order. I'm like, "Wait a minute, whoa. I said, "Are you telling me that you checked me in and you walked all the way down to the other end of the store to get my order, and now you're loading my truck up?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Where's the other guy?" He goes, "There's nobody else. It's just me."
Wow.
I said, "Dude, this is bullshit. Yeah. This is bullshit. You
Yeah.
can't do that." I
Yeah,
said,
that's wow.
It's not safe."
No.
And I'm looking behind me. I'm like, we got to load 6 pieces of fencing in my trailer.
Yep.
And there's people lining up to buy whatever they got to buy. And they're getting aggravated and pissed. I go, people getting aggravated. I go, "Oh, yeah." They get really pissed.
Yeah.
He goes, "Why?" I said, "Why are you doing this yourself?" I said, "No help?" He says, "No. They just scheduled one person to do this." That's not right, dude.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
right. He
No.
was like, "Have a blessed day." He was so nice. You can't tip the guys. I wanted to tip them, but they can't take tips.
Yeah.
So I'm driving away, and I'm pissing. Well, I'm going to wait for my survey. I'm waiting. And they surveyed me,
Yep.
and I told them, guy was fantastic.
Yep.
The freaking service was amazing.
Yep.
And then I said, "What are you doing? Here's my phone number. Call me. This is wrong. Get somebody else to work this. One up front, one up back. Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is pissing everybody off, and
Right.
you're losing customers."
They call you?
I'm waiting.
They still haven't called you?
No.
Wow. That sucks.
Nope.
How long ago was this?
About 4 or 5 days ago.
They ain't calling.
Yeah. They don't have time.
Nah.
You know,
They just put that in the file.
that was I felt so bad for the dude.
Yeah, the poor kid.
Everybody who works retail right now and trying to do this and trying to keep that, my hat goes off to them.
Absolutely.
They're doing their best. If people are stressed out, they're afraid. You go to your mom and pop hardware store. You go to Ace. You go to them. Some of them, people are cool, but like the one woman at the cash register, she was just so annoyed and she was stressed out.
Yep.
She's just afraid.
Yep. Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, so you make light of it,
But, like we always say, too, just be nice to them.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Just, if you're having a bad day or whatever else, just relax. They're not having a good day either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Be
gotta have
patient.
patience.
Yeah,
It's
be
all
patient.
about patience now.
Yep.
You're going to get it. You don't have to go anywhere fast.
No.
There's no reason to rush.
Right.
So, which in a way has been really good because people
Yeah.
have been to spend more time with each other.
Yep. Yep.
I've slowed down my eating habits.
Yeah.
I just eat more.
Okay. Good. Slow and
Like
steady.
everybody else. Slow and steady wins the
Yep.
race.
You'll be out there standing next to Fat Tony.
Oh, freaking Fat Tony. He's going to get jealous.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but the other thing is, too, I'm working harder around the house.
Yeah.
So I'm just burning it off,
Yeah, there's a couple of major projects I got to tackle that I'm not looking forward to.
No?
No.
Well,
One of them's fixing my stone patio, my paver patio. it all sunk in one spot, and I got to rip them all up. And some of the papers are like 70 pounds each, and it's like
your back is lousy. You got a lousy back.
Well, I had surgery, so hopefully.
Well, your son's home from college.
And that boy's not made for manual labor.
Oh,
I can tell you that right now.
Oh my God!
He better make lots of money.
Oh.
I don't know what he's going to do, but he better do it well.
Oh my God!
Yep.
Jesus. Why?
I know.
Dad, I'm 16. I can get my license. Yep. So you can drive to work.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I could not please my dad in any job I got when I was a teenager.
Really?
Oh, he was just. Oh my God! It didn't matter. You got a job? Yeah, Dad. What? I'm working at the nursing home. I'm cutting lawns. Jesus Christ! I could have came home. I could have came home and said, "Did you get another job?" I go, "Yeah, Dad." He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm working at NASA. I'm building rockets." Jesus Christ, he's building rockets. I could not please the guy.
What do you want you to be Pope or something?
I have no idea.
Jesus.
Be a plumber. Be an electrician. Make some money.
All right.
I mean, I got
All right.
letters. My father used to send me letters all the time. I
Really?
still have. I could actually write
cool.
a book about it.
Yeah.
You know, he had letters. He goes,
Yeah.
Be a plumber. Be an electrician. Be a lawyer. Be a doctor. No, Dad, I'm a rock and roll star.
Yeah, forget this rock and roll
Oh,
stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really funny.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do nothing right when I was a kid. Like he was multi-talented. You know, he survived the Great Depression. My grandfather died when he was like 52 years old. Mm-hmm. And my father had to be the household of the family, raising his brothers and taking care of his mom. Mm-hmm. So he became multi-talented. So he could do electrical work, carpentry work. And,
Nice.
But he had the patience of a flea.
Really?
Oh my God! So I couldn't Dad. What do you want to do, Dad? How are we going to help you? He's like, hold the light. Everything was like, hold the light. Yeah. Get me the screws. Yeah. Give me the nut. Get me the goddamn screwdriver.
Yeah, I don't remember what comedian it is, but he's got a bit about that. And he's like, you never learned one thing when we worked on cars together? He's like, I learned how to hold the flashlight and get yelled at.
That's it. That's exactly what I got. Yeah. It's the same freaking thing.
Yep.
Put the light on it. Jesus, Dad. Oh my
that's
God.
funny.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Pick up the tools. Pick up the tools.
Yeah.
Jesus. This. Yeah. Oh my God.
My father, he would, if his car didn't start, he'd open the hood, take a hammer, hit everything that's metal in there, and then if it didn't work, call somebody. That's all I came up with. I was like, oh
my
man,
God.
this is who I gotta
My mother's
from.
cousin came from New Jersey, Marcy. Oh my God, lived from Kearney, New Jersey, and my father would just like cringe when she was coming because for the moment she showed up, was like, "Hi Jim, hi Lil, how are you?" I don't even think she breathed between sentences. Oh I can see my father. My father didn't drink. My father was sober. He stopped drinking before I was born.
Yeah.
But I could tell he was just like, oh my God. He's just like sitting there and I could see blood running from his ears. So finally Sunday, we're up in New Hampshire, up at the cottage. She's going home. Father's like, praise Jesus.
some peace and
She
quiet.
gets in the freaking car. It will not start. So this was funny. My father still laughed about this. We would talk about it, and I'm watching him. Yeah. So he opens up the hood. This is still funny. And my father, now let me just tell you, my father was like 5'8". He was short.
Oh,
my
no
mother
kidding.
was 6 feet. My mother
Wow,
my mother
no
could eat beans off of his head. To
Yeah.
joke about all the time.
Wow.
And my father, the Irishman.
Uh-huh.
So he opens up the hood. And he tinker around on cars.
Yeah.
Of course, the carburetor. And Marcy's in the front seat. She's sitting at the wheel. She's got a cigarette in her mouth. It's kind of like hanging down, ready to fall out of her mouth, right? She got this cakey red lipstick on, too much makeup on her face, right? And all of a sudden, she says, my father goes, all right, try starting it up. Now, my father's head is under the hood of the car.
Oh no.
She hits the horn.
Oh no.
I mean, lays into it. And my dad's head is right there. And I'm like, I'm looking at my father. I'm like, Dad. And he's like, oh, Jesus Christ. I thought he was going to rip the hood right off the car. He was so pissed. He was so pissed.
Oh, man.
He finally got the car started. It took him about 20 minutes. It was just getting dark.
Yeah, he wasn't going to give up. He wanted her
Oh,
out of there.
hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have pushed the car to New Jersey. Oh, my God. He was so, and I would tell that story at like Christmas and Thanksgiving as we got older. He would laugh his ass off. Tell that story again. Tell that story again. I was so animated when he did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, the relatives that would not leave would shut up. Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap this up.
I think so.
Yep. Everybody's learned enough about our families, and
Yeah.
maybe next week we'll actually give you something that you can use.
Yeah, we will. Hope we were entertaining.
Yes, we do our best.
Enjoy your birdhouses.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a lawn guy on for next week.
Absolutely.
Tune in, guys.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.